That marriage process of intimacy is valid. I would just make sure that the ketubah is done from my side of me surrendering to my relationship with God, not my expectations of what I want of him. I think when I went into it, it was almost like, oh, great, we're in this relationship. This is what my expectations are. What I think I would focus on is this is me presenting myself to this relationship unconditionally. It can be conditional. And that's the danger of a ketubah, which is I'm expecting this, and this God. Well, if I'm only going to love God because he's going to do this, and this, that is not what a marriage he wants me to be in with him. I surrender myself to being everything that I'm surrendering myself to him so that I can be who he has created me to be. He's always going to be God to me, and I need to trust him. So I would probably not do it in the same way as I expect this, and this. I would say, okay, I'm surrendering myself. Is there anything you want me to have an expectation towards you about? So I want to know more about what this relationship is going to be. So show me from your perspective, rather than I was coming from, I'm entering into this relationship, therefore my expectations of God would be this, and this. Now, a lot of it was and stuff I need to fulfill my destiny and everything else. So it wasn't selfish stuff, but I still had a thing of, I was not focusing on me as much as I should have been. I just want to surrender. Now I realize that entering into a relationship is about surrender. Then God is revealing to me what the relationship will be when we're together. So the benefits of the relationship, I would let him reveal that, rather than me making things that I want in this relationship. I want this, I want this, I want this one. That really is not what it's about. It's about me saying, I'm going to be surrendered into this relationship, and then let God reveal what the relationship will become, rather than me trying to come up with the things I want the relationship to be. He knows what it is. I don't. So I would always come on the relational side of it from my perspective. Now, not the probability. I can't even remember what I did because I burnt it, when I went through the separating soul and spirit thing, because it triggered my separating soul and spirit. Because it was like, you've made this ketubah and it's based in where your soul is right now. So it can be a trigger of that separation process, because if it's coming out of the soul, then the soul needs to be brought into a place of being able to surrender. And I was not able to surrender at that point, but I was able to surrender once I went through the separation of soul and spirit, which meant consummation was then possible, and the intimacy came because I surrendered and yielded. I wasn't surrendered when I made the ketubah. That triggered my surrender, or what God then brought me into to bring me to the point of surrender. So that was really how it worked.
So I'll give it a shot and then just sort of feel led how to do it. I know that God's pushing me to do it.
Well, if God isn't pushing you to do it, don't do it.
He is pushing me to do it.
Well, if he wants you to do it, just you present to him the person you want to be and surrender to him.
Okay.
So you do that to your side of the ketubah, then let him tell you what's going to be in his side of the ketubah.
Okay.
Let it be that way.
Repeat that one more time.
Well, you present yourself and how you are going to be in the relationship, surrendered, loving, all what you feel. Let's say in this, you're becoming the wife of a husband who's God, in a sense. You present your side of being the wife. Let him present his side of being the husband.
Okay. Okay.
Put into that what he is going to do for you. Don't you insist what you want him to do.
Okay. Okay.
Because I think that will be what the ketubah really is, not probably what I thought it might have been originally.